Hello again, my name is Rodney Reynolds and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the Thermaltake Super Tower Series case. The model number on this one is V1000A. At the front of the case, at the very top, is a unit which you can use to control up to 4 fans and also monitor temperatures. You can turn the unit on and off. You can also switch between Celsius and Fahrenheit. You can also set an alarm temperature, record temperatures, and reset the unit. Further down here is a door which opens to reveal 4 external 5¼ inch drive bays, 2 external 3½ inch drive bays, a power button, reset button, as well as power and hard drive LEDs right here. And further down you'll notice that they have their name in blue at the front bottom center. Now this whole front actually can be locked up. Turn the key down, everything is locked. You can turn it halfway to just unlock this door. You can turn it all the way and this will swing open the cover. Now right here is a pretty neat little feature. You can lock down the side panel as well. This is a manual lockdown right here. Just turn that and then go ahead and lock it down and then lock the front of it down. Then the whole case is secure. You also have 2 80mm fans with grills on the front, and those 2 external 3½ inch drive bays. Well, this whole thing comes right out. You can do what you need to do on it. Insert it back. Installing a 3½ inch or 5¼ inch drive in this computer case is extremely easy to do. First of all, unlock the cover, open it up, and take out this metal plate. In order to install a 5¼ inch or a 3½ inch drive, you'll need to access the included plastic sliders. These sliders go on either side of the drive. They do not require any screws, and they're located inside the case at the very front bottom. They're actually housed in an internal 3½ inch drive bay. They slip out. You can take off what you need for both the 3½ inch drives as well as for the 5¼ inch drives. And these sliders simply go on either side of the drive like so. Again, no screws are required here. Just pop them on and then just wiggle the drive into the drive bay like so and push it all the way in until it snaps into place. Now before you push this cover closed, make sure you unscrew these plastic fillers here at the front, and when it is installed it does fit very well. At the top of the case there's a little gate right here which opens to reveal a FireWire port, 2 USB ports, and audio jacks for both the headphones and a mic. And right here you can see a number of vents. Well, there's an 80mm fan just below that inside the case. At the side of the case you can see there's a nice large window, and there's vents right here in the window itself for that fan inside, as well as some in the steel part of the case right here again to let air into the case. This side panel is very easily removed. Just slip it back this way. You can see there's a handle right there, and simply remove it. At the back of the case, at the very top, is where the power supply gets installed, and right here are 2 80mm fans. Also, they include an I/O shield plate, and that gets installed right here. And that right here is where your sound cards, video cards, and so on and so forth would protrude through once you have the motherboard installed. They also have 2 thumb screws on each side panel. Now, I have this side panel removed to show you this little switch here at the top right-hand corner. This switch can be plugged directly right into your motherboard via this wire, or you can hardwire this through your power switch. That's a little bit more complicated obviously, but that would be very cool, because if you had the side panel removed, well, you wouldn't be able to start your system. You could rig it up that way. If of course the side panel is back on, then you would be able to start your system. But really this is meant for an alarm. If the side cover is off, then, well, an alarm will sound. If it's on, well, everything's fine. But again, this is just a wire, and you do not need to rig this up if you do not want to. And also, like a lot of cases that are this tall, they have 4 very large feet, and these extend as well for stability. Inside of the case, there's a very distinctive item right here. This is the side fan panel, and this has 2 80mm fans on it. Both of these have grills. This swings open for easy access, or it can be simply removed. It installs just as easily. Now down right here are 3 PCI long card brackets. Now what the heck is that? Well, these go rested up against your PCI cards when you have them extended. And at the bottom front of the case are 6 internal 3.5-inch drive bays, and again right here you have 2 external 3.5-inch drive bays and 4 external 5.25-inch drive bays. And you can notice here all these different cables which come from the top of the case and the front of the case. Now I'm going to open this up here to show you the motherboard tray. Unfortunately, this is not removable. And to go over how many fans this case actually has, well, 2 at the back, 2 right here, 2 at the front, and 1 at the very top. So a total of 7 fans in this case. This case is jam-packed full of very interesting features. So if you're in the market for a case that has a lot of bang for the buck, you want to keep this one at the very top of your list. 2 things I didn't like about the case though. One is it's steel. That means it's going to be pretty heavy, and also it doesn't have a removable motherboard tray. But overall, this is a kick-ass product. Again, my name is Rodney Reynolds, and this has been another video review. Be sure to check back very soon. I will have a brand new one for you then. Also, pop into my website at www.3dgameman.com, and while you're there, you can go into the forums and register. And remember, registration is completely free. Also, keep in mind, you can find out a lot more on this product in the forums. And as a final note, if you love watching these video reviews, please help support 3dgameman.com. Until the next time, take care.